Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. Just want to do a quick little video. Let y'all know I am working on the projects that I've been telling you about for the rabbits and the chickens and all that stuff. I've actually got a video coming out in the morning and a Saturday morning. I'm sorry, this Friday evening. So I've got a video coming out in the morning, and I've got a video already scheduled to come out Monday morning on my normal schedule. But even though I'm not quite ready to go ahead and buy rabbits today, or right now, this week, this month, I am, started. I've got two of the three boxes built. I've got to get them finished. I got to get the floor cut out and the hardware cloth put down. I got to put the dividers in there. I got to cut the lid open on another side. And also, since they're inside a chicken pen, the chickens are wanting to roost on it. So I need to put something up to prevent them from getting up there and roosting, because I don't want them pooping all over it. Just having me, making me have to clean it up. And, prematurely rot the wood out and all that stuff. But I did go today because I was about a little over half of my big metal can down there full of layer pellets for the chickens, and I was probably down to a quarter bag, about 15 pounds or so, of starter crumbles or start and grow for the baby chicks. But I've mixed that with layer pellets, and it's, no big deal to me. But I do know they need a little bit better, higher protein while they're young to get them started better. So I went ahead and bought another bag of that, a 50-pound bag. But I also bought 3 more bags of layer pellets. Now, typically, 3 bags will last me, oh good Lord, 4 or 5 months. At least 3 months, if not much, much longer. Because I fill up the feeder, every 3 or 4 days. It's a 10-pound feeder, but I hardly ever let it run completely out when I fill it back up. So, if you think about that, I'm using a lot more than I'm actually putting in there. So I just never let it get empty. But anyway, I went ahead and bought 150 pounds of layer pellets for the chickens. And I went ahead and bought 100 pounds of rabbit feed or rabbit pellets for the rabbits that I plan on getting. Now, I had a third large metal trash can that I was planning on using for the rabbit. And I did. I got down there, I cleaned it out, and I filled that up with the 100 pounds. Those cans will hold probably 130 to 150 pounds if you packed it full, but I always leave my bucket inside of it, so that I dish out with. So it's got 100 pounds in it, and I could buy one more bag and put in there. But 100 pounds of feed for 3 or 4 rabbits is going to last a very long time. I don't know how many months. My son-in-law's got some alfalfa hay, a couple bales that he's not using. So I'm going to put it in under my shelter for dry storage and use that for the rabbits as well, because they do like that. And everything I've read and seen says that's good for them. So I plan on getting more as time goes by. But right now I don't even have rabbits. I'm just getting ready. Like I told y'all in the other videos, I want to get everything ready. So when I get rabbits, I'm good to go. So I've got one more box to build, and I've got to completely finish the other 2 rabbit boxes that I've got. Now, I could get rabbits before I build the 3rd box, just for the simple fact I'm not going to breed them right away. But what if one of the females that I get is already bred, and it's only 6 weeks before they give birth? So I want to have everything ready just in case. So I've already got the feed. I've got a good start on the rabbit boxes. If the weather allows me, I'll be working on those this weekend. I know my lighting on the camera is just going nuts. Anyway, if the weather allows, it's raining today. It's forecasted to rain pretty much all day tomorrow, all day Saturday. So a good chance Sunday. We need the rain. I'm not complaining, but it does prevent me from doing things like cutting the grass outside and getting outdoors and working on some of the projects that I want to do. I decided not to buy more wire this week for the chicken run. I measured it out. I can come 10 foot off the left side of the new chicken pen and all the way back up and over to meet the old fence. So it will about double the amount of space they've got to come out and scratch and feed. So I'm just going to do that. That way I don't have to waste more money. Also, I'm planning on picking up some scratch for the chickens, which has got the corn and all the other things in it that they'll enjoy scratching. But for right now, they've got the food they need. And that's what I've been feeding them for, I don't know, however many years I've been dealing with chickens. Plus, I give them table scraps and so on because chicken eat anything. They'll eat chicken. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I don't normally give them chicken, but I'm just telling you they will. But so I was telling y'all I got a bag of Start and Grow, which is 50 pounds, so that when I do get more baby chicks, I've got plenty for the next 50 or so of the baby chicks, because I don't leave them on that for months and months. I leave them on it for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then I take them off and put them on or start mixing in that layer pellet because they're big enough then to eat it. I've got 100 pounds of rabbit feed and 150 more pounds of chicken layer pellet. So I had to get out there and find another place to store some because I don't want to store it in the house. If it gets bugs in it, which it almost always does, I don't want those things in the house, and I don't want to put them in my climate control building with my food because that'll just spread it through the food or possibility. And I'm not going to put it in a non-climate controlled older building out there. So I had a plastic, looked like trash can, but you know, with the lid that snaps on the top. Had one of those, so I went ahead and cleaned it out and cleaned it up and dried it out, and I put 100 pounds of chicken pellets in that can, just so it's as sealed as I can do it, and it'll last a lot longer. But the reason I'm telling y'all this, because I want to tell you, when a year ago, or even less, 6 or 9 months ago, when I was buying layer pellets for the chickens, I was paying $12.95 for a 50-pound bag. And then about 2 or 3 months ago, buddy at work told me that he heard that it was going up $3 or $4 a bag. Well, people exaggerate things, and that's fine. But I went ahead and bought some and filled my cans back up. And it did actually go up $1. It went to $13.95 for a 50-pound bag. Well, today when I went and bought it, it's $16.95 for a 50-pound bag. And layer pellets was $16.10. So from the 13 original, $12.95, now we're at $16.10. So it's went up $3.10, which is pretty close to 30% price increase over the last 3 to 6 months. That's significant if you have to buy a lot of feed. Luckily I do not, but just giving y'all a heads up. If you plan on raising chickens or you have a lot of chickens, go ahead and get as much as you can stockpile and stock up on now, because that price is going to keep going up. So the rabbit pellets were $16.95 for a bag. Now I didn't used to buy rabbit pellets, so I can't tell you what it cost, but I can tell you it comes from the same company, which is actually a local company to America's in Cordele, Georgia, and that packages this stuff, and it's a little bit more than the regular layer pellet, so that tells me it's probably went up about the same amount. And then the Start and Grow, which is normally the same price as the layer pellets, was $16.95. So you've got at least a 30% increase in feed just for poultry and probably rabbits. Now, I have noticed my dog food and my cat foods have went up significantly as well, and I try to keep at least 50 to 100 pounds of each of those on hand. So if you've got pets and you've got livestock and things, this is just a heads up. If you haven't noticed your prices going up, look at it and check on your prices, because 30% increase in 3 to 6 months is significant. It can make a difference in your budget. So just a heads up to go ahead, get you some way to store this stuff. I don't care if it's in plastic totes with the lids that close and seal, or if it's like I do in the metal trash cans that, you know, the lid snugly fits on there. I plan on moving mine under my shelter once I get out there and clean up that side of the lean-to, the shelter again, just to get them out of the weather. It's more hassle for me to, you know, scoop it in the bucket and take it over there and fill the feeders up. But those cans are going to last me a lot longer not being out in the weather. So I'm going to go ahead and get them moved in the next week or so. My son-in-law borrowed my hand truck, so I need to get them back from him to move them, because, you know, 140 pounds of chicken feed in a metal can, I don't think those handles on there were designed to tote that much weight. So I'll just wait on my hand trucks to come back and move them. But guys, I hope it helped you. I hope it can work out to save you some money. If you can buy bulk feed, that's probably a good thing. I do not have any other way to store more feed. If I could, I would buy several hundred pounds. But I spent $99.15 on feed today at my local feed store. Now, if you go to the Tractor Supply here in the Americus area, it's not $16.95. It's $21, $22, $23 and higher, depending on which brand you get. So their prices, you know, big chain, but they're carrying name brand stuff. I'm getting local processed food. So anyway, here's your heads up. Go save yourself some money before the prices shoot up, and pick up some feed for your livestock and for your pets. You know, I don't plan on eating my dog or my cat's Crab History fan, so I plan on feeding them a while too. But guys, I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the content that I put out for you. If you do, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps the algorithm suggest the video to more people to help me grow the channel. And if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting on? It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a dime, nothing. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button and then ring the notification bell to all, so you know every time I put out a video. And also, please, if you have not done so, share the channel. You never know who out there is wanting to start prepping, and that's what we're here for you to help share knowledge and get people learning how to prep, so that when Crab History fan, we're a whole lot better off. Remember guys, the two most important things I always tell you is Jesus loves you, and so do I. Thank y'all very much for watching my videos. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.